Hello, Oklahoma. My name is Lisa Janloo, and I am running to be your next labor commissioner. And the big number one question I get across the state is, what is a labor commissioner? A labor commissioner enforces all the labor laws that the legislators put here in Oklahoma. They also make sure our workplace, they're safe for the people of Oklahoma, and they also get involved in our workforce pathways. Now, a little bit about me is I've been a business owner for over a decade. I come from a family line of small business owners, so I'm very familiar dealing with our government, having to follow the instruction of our labor laws here in the state. But my passion over the last decade on my free time, and not getting a paycheck for it, but just because the love of my state and my country, is getting people of Oklahoma employed. I've sat on many boards, chaired many boards of getting our homeless population employed, our men and women who have been incarcerated back into the workforce, our veterans, and our youth. Now, I say all the time across this campaign trail, we like to say here in the state of Oklahoma, our small businesses are the backbone of this state. But I truly believe our leadership has reflected something very different. We overregulate, and left and right new taxes are being issued in multiple different cities across this state. And in order for our small businesses to be successful, we cannot keep drowning them with more and more regulation. They need a labor commissioner that will advocate for them, go to the Capitol, and tell them why adding more regulation and taxes will hurt our small businesses. And as a small business owner myself, I understand those pains. Secondly, our youth, and I also say that our youth are on a pathway to prison. With Lisa Janloo as your next labor commissioner, our youth in this state of Oklahoma will be on a pathway to purpose because of the experience and the passion I have of getting our people to work. I've had the experience of directly working with our high schools and here in Oklahoma, getting our juniors and seniors to work. Now, I'm running against some people in my race that are turning out of their seat at the Capitol. And what does that mean? That means they're losing one job and they're applying for the next one. And two of those legislators just voted on our state's biggest budget that we've had in our state. And guess who's going to pay for it? You are. I am. We don't need leadership that is quick to spend our money. Anybody can spend money, but it takes a wise and knowledgeable leader to know how to manage it and hold on to your money and find other avenues instead of jumping to your pocket first. Now, we have a big state question that's coming on our ballot, State Question 832, and that also will hurt our small businesses. It's not just $15 an hour. It will spiral out of control and be over $30 an hour over years. Now, on the other hand, we've got to stop increasing taxes so people can have a way of living here in Oklahoma. I'm all for no more regulations, no more taxes, and finding real workplace pathways for our state. I have a plan for our rural communities of how we can keep our kids to stay in their cities without having to leave to go to big cities. And I will work directly with municipalities across the state to make sure that happens. Guys, I need your vote June 16th to get me across the finish line. If you want someone that is not here and that's not a career politician going on to their next job, but here because they have the passion, the experience, and the fight to make sure Oklahoma gets results, you vote for Lisa Janloo June 16th. Thank you, Oklahoma.